Narcissism is a personality disorder characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance and a deep need for excessive admiration. Individuals with this disorder often believe they are superior to others and have little regard for other people's feelings. They require constant praise and validation to maintain their self-esteem. They lack empathy for others, which means they are unable to understand or share the feelings of another person. This lack of empathy can make relationships with narcissists particularly challenging and often painful. Narcissists are often charming and charismatic at first. They can be very persuasive and engaging, making it easy for them to attract and captivate others. Their initial charm can be quite disarming. This is how they lure people in. They use their charm to create a facade of kindness and generosity, often giving gifts or making grand gestures to win people over. However, these actions usually have hidden motives. Over time, their true colors start to show. The initial charm fades, and their need for control and admiration becomes more apparent. People around them begin to notice inconsistencies and start feeling uneasy. They become manipulative and exploitative. Narcissists use others to achieve their own goals, often disregarding the well-being of those they manipulate. This can lead to frustration and resentment in their relationships. They use various tactics to maintain control. These tactics can include gaslighting, where they make others doubt their own reality, and triangulation, where they create conflicts between people to maintain their own power. Two common tactics are baiting and mirroring. Baiting involves provoking someone to react emotionally, which the narcissist then uses against them. Mirroring involves mimicking someone's behavior to create a false sense of connection and trust. It's important to understand these tactics. Educating yourself about narcissistic behavior can help you recognize the signs and protect yourself from manipulation. Recognizing them can protect you from narcissistic abuse. By setting boundaries and seeking support, you can safeguard your emotional well-being and maintain healthier relationships. Baiting is a manipulation tactic often used by narcissists. It's a calculated move designed to provoke a specific reaction from their target. They create situations that are almost impossible to ignore, drawing you into their web of deceit and control. Imagine a spider weaving an intricate web, each thread carefully placed to ensnare its prey. That's exactly what a narcissist does, but instead of silk, they use emotions and psychological tricks. They create situations that provoke a reaction. They want to get an emotional response from you. This could be anything from anger to sadness or even joy. The key is that they want you to feel something strong enough to make you act. For instance, they might start an argument over something trivial just to see how you'll react. Or they might give you a lavish gift out of the blue, making you feel special and valued. The goal is to keep you off balance, to make you question your own feelings and reactions. They want you to be constantly guessing, constantly trying to figure out what they want from you. This keeps you focused on them and not on your own needs or desires. It's a form of psychological warfare, and it's incredibly effective. Imagine this: you're dating someone new. They shower you with compliments and gifts, you feel special and loved. Suddenly their behavior changes. They become distant and critical, you're left confused and hurt. You try harder to please them, hoping they'll go back to how they were. This is exactly what the narcissist wants. They've baited you into seeking their validation. They start to pull away, becoming distant and aloof. The compliments and gifts stop, replaced by criticism and coldness. You're left wondering what you did wrong, why they suddenly seem so different. You try to recapture the magic, doing everything you can to make them happy. But no matter what you do, it never seems to be enough. And that's the point. The narcissist wants you to feel off balance, to be constantly seeking their approval. They want you to be so focused on them that you forget about your own needs and desires. It's a form of control, a way to keep you under their thumb. They become distant and critical. You're left confused and hurt. You try harder to please them, hoping they'll go back to how they were. This is exactly what the narcissist wants. They've baited you into seeking their validation. This gives them a sense of power and control. You are now trapped in their game. The cycle continues with moments of affection and kindness, followed by periods of coldness and criticism. Each time you think you've figured them out, they change the rules, keeping you on edge. It's a never-ending game, and the only way to win is to stop playing. Them, hoping they'll go back to how they were. But they never do. The narcissist thrives on your confusion and desperation. They enjoy watching you struggle to please them, knowing that they hold all the power. It's a twisted form of satisfaction for them, a way to boost their own fragile ego. This is exactly what the narcissist wants. They've baited you into seeking their validation. This gives them a sense of power and control. You are now trapped in their game. The only way to break free is to recognize the pattern and refuse to play along. It's not easy, but it's the only way to regain your sense of self and reclaim your life. They've baited you into seeking their validation. This gives them a sense of power and control. You are now trapped in their game. The only way to break free is to recognize the pattern and refuse to play along. It's not easy, but it's the only way to regain your sense of self and reclaim your life. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, not used as a pawn in someone else's game. This gives them a sense of power and control. You are now trapped in their game. The only way to break free is to recognize the pattern and refuse to play along. It's not easy, but it's the only way to regain your sense of self and reclaim your life. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, not used as a pawn in someone else's game. Seek support from friends, family, or a professional if you need help breaking free. You are now trapped in their game. The only way to break free is to recognize the pattern and refuse to play along. It's not easy, but it's the only way to regain your sense of self and reclaim your life. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness, not used as a pawn in someone else's game. Seek support from friends, family, or a professional if you need help breaking free. You have the power to take back control of your life. Narcissists use various baiting tactics. They might start arguments out of the blue. They may make hurtful jokes disguised as teasing. They might give you the silent treatment, or they might compare you unfavorably to others. All these tactics are designed to provoke a reaction. They want to see you get upset, defensive, or insecure. Your reaction reinforces their sense of control. It feeds their fragile ego. It's important to remember that you are not to blame. The narcissist is responsible for their behavior. Mirroring is a complex tactic, often used in social interactions to create a sense of connection and understanding. It can be as simple as matching someone's posture, or as intricate as adopting their speech patterns and interests. Both narcissists and their targets can use it, but the intentions behind it can vary greatly. For narcissists, mirroring is a tool to manipulate and control. It involves reflecting back the behavior, interests, or values of another person, creating an illusion of similarity and shared understanding. This can make the other person feel seen and valued. Narcissists use mirroring to gain your trust. They observe you closely, noting your preferences, habits, and vulnerabilities. By doing so, they can present themselves as your perfect match. They mimic your likes and dislikes, your mannerisms, and even your values. This creates a powerful bond, making you feel understood and connected on a deep level. They want to appear as your ideal partner or friend, someone who shares your worldview and complements your personality. This can be incredibly flattering and disarming. Victims of narcissistic abuse may also mirror unintentionally. In an effort to maintain peace and avoid conflict, they adapt their behavior to align with the narcissist's expectations. They adapt their behavior to please the narcissist, often losing touch with their own identity in the process. This can lead to a cycle of dependency and self-doubt. They hope to avoid conflict or criticism, believing that by mirroring the narcissist, they can maintain harmony and avoid emotional pain. This survival tactic can become deeply ingrained. While mirroring can be a form of manipulation used to deceive and control, it is not inherently negative. The context and intent behind the mirroring are what determine its impact. It can also be a natural part of building rapport. When used with genuine intentions, mirroring can foster trust, empathy, and mutual understanding, enhancing social bonds and communication. Section 5. Baiting versus mirroring, distinct strategies of manipulation. Baiting and mirroring are both manipulation tactics, but they have distinct purposes. Baiting aims to provoke a reaction, while mirroring aims to gain trust and control. Baiting is about creating chaos and drama. On the other hand, mirroring is about creating an illusion of compatibility. Both tactics serve the narcissist's need for control. Understanding these differences is crucial. It helps you recognize the patterns in your relationship. This awareness is the first step toward protecting yourself. Section 6. Recognizing the bait. Protecting yourself from narcissistic manipulation. Recognizing baiting tactics is essential for self-protection. Pay attention to your feelings. Do you constantly feel on edge? Are you walking on eggshells around this person? Do they make you doubt yourself? Do you feel emotionally drained after interacting with them? These are red flags. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Protect yourself from their attempts to control and manipulate you. Know your worth.